Hello guys, Big Daddy Hoffman 1911 coming to you. Today, I've got two Glocks to show you. Oh yeah. Got the Model 30, which I carry all the time, and I've got another one here. It's the Model 38 Gap. Yeah, there you go. You can take a look at it there. Yeah. This thing is, it's got an 8-round magazine. I've got one in the pipe. I wanted to come out here and see the difference in shooting the 45 Gap and the 45 ACP. This one's 10+1. This is 8+1. So I don't know a whole lot about the Gap, but this belongs to my cousin, the one I put the video up on that has cancer. And I went down to check on him the other day, and he said, take this and make a video on it. I didn't even know he had it, and I don't have one myself. Let's give her a spin and see what happens. Here we go. It felt pretty good. It did. It felt pretty good. Let me, she's empty, so I'm going to holster that one, and I'm going to see if I can see any difference between my Model 30 here, okay? Here we go. All right. Well, you can certainly tell I got a 2.5-pound trigger because a couple rounds got away from me there. Alright, let me go load it back up. Let me see if I can do a little bit better with my Glock Model 30 before I put that Gap up there again, okay? Here we go. I only put 8 rounds in it. I like this one. Alright, this time I'll get you a side view and see if you can see some of the recoil on the 45 Gap. Here we go. Actually feels pretty good. Alright, let me try this other one. 45 ACP. I can hardly tell any difference at all. So, I don't know, guys. Let's just duel these things here. See how many we got left. I think that's it. Alright, let me go put them on a table and tell you about them a little bit more. There we go. Alright guys, let's show you this ammo a little bit closer. This is the 45 Gap. This is the 45 ACP. And that's the 45 Colt. And you can see a difference in them. See if I can hold them up in front of the camera just a little bit better. Alright, I think you can see that right there pretty good. So the 45 Gap is supposed to have a reformulated powder in it. So I don't know about all that. Maybe you guys know more about it than I do. I'm sure you do. I'm going to throw something else in the mix here. This is the 40 caliber, and this is a 10mm. This is the Model 30 again, 45, and this is the Model 38. Let me hold them up in front of the camera and show you the difference in the grips and the slide difference. We got the 38 on the right and the Model 30 on the left. Both of them have the Crimson Trace laser grips on them, and you can see there is a little difference in the grips right here. This is just a little bit narrower. Okay. Otherwise, I can't tell a lot of difference in the slide there. Alright, it looks like the Model 38 is just a hair longer. Not a lot of difference. Looks like the width is the same. So, I think you can see a little bit of difference right there. Before I sit down here, I will show you this, guys. You notice the Model 38, the grip's a little longer, and it's an 8 round, and the Model 30 is shorter, and it's a 10 round. Okay, guys, I did show you the difference in ammo, and I showed you both for the Glocks. So what I was using in the Glock Model 30 was 230 grain USA ammo, full metal jacket. Okay, and in the Gap I was using American Eagle, which this is the only box of ammo I had for it. I didn't want to shoot it all up because it belongs to my cousin. I understand that this ammo can be a little hard to find sometimes, so who knows. I haven't tried to buy them anymore yet. I also went on YouTube and looked at a few videos, and there's not a whole lot out there about the Gap. So if you guys can tell me something more about it, I'd really appreciate it. Leave it in the comments. It would be great. If anybody's used one of these or carried one and has experience with it, you know, I'd like to know more about it. So the reason I used these two to compare is because they both were set up very similar. I do like my Model 30 much better. Ammo's easier to find. Another thing, and I know I've said this already, this is a reformulated powder in the Gap. They say it's just as effective as a 45 ACP. However, after reviewing the video before I came and filmed this part of it, you know, I did notice that the 45 ACP had a little more punch when it hit the steel, especially on that hostage target. So as far as felt recoil, I couldn't really tell a difference in either one of them. Anyway, I don't really know what the advantages would be for this unless you really had small hands, and personally there's not that much difference to me. One video said it was more concealable. Well, I don't really see that either. You know, the slide's longer and the capacity's less. I'd much rather have my Glock 30 with 10 plus 1 rounds than the Gap with 8 plus 1. So, you know, I'm not dogging the pistol because it really shot good, you know. I'll box this thing back up and take it back to my cousin. I really appreciate him letting me show this to you tonight, and I appreciate you guys watching. As always, remember, Big Daddy loves you. Hoorah. Have a good evening, guys. See ya.